Broadcasting across the territories. Before we go over to join Megan Wolf and the team for the National Nightly News, there's just time to take a look at what's coming up later on tonight. At 6:30 p.m, it's Territory Trivia, where tonight a group of Menu Centre fulfilment executives from Territory 4 take on our reigning champions, the CCOs of Territory 11. After that, it's a special programme looking back at the life and career of Peter Clement. That's Just a Job at 7 o'clock. At 9 p.m, it's a chance to see the very first episode of Just the Job, followed at 10 p.m. by a chance to see the very last episode of Just the Job. At 10:45, Dr. Adrian Atkinson-Blimey will be attempting to learn the xylophone in Incisors, and that's immediately followed by the latest episode of our travel-log across the territories at 11:30, where tonight, Jenny Demina will be looking at the old labour camps of the former Urkistan and how they've been converted into luxury holiday camps for the territory's family breaks. The Territory Weather Report takes us into the daily advance briefing before we spend the night showing you a series of random pages from Terrytext, accompanied by offensively inoffensive music. But first, it's over to the newsroom for tonight's National Nightly News.
Good evening, this is the National Nightly News broadcasting across the territories. My name is Megan Wolf. Our top stories tonight. Future legend. It's been 40 days since Disrupt conducted multiple attacks across the territories. During the coordinated action, subsequently dubbed the Night of Fire, emergency services were kept busy at the agricultural centres, while a series of covert attacks were carried out freeing political prisoners, including former newsman Jeremy Donaldson. Nothing's been heard from the missing journalist since the violent Disrupt attack on his convoy 6 weeks ago. Donaldson was on his way back to Betterment after his notorious court appearance. All of us here at Channel 1 hope that wherever he is now, he's safe. Food, glorious food. With the last of the menu centres opening in Territories 5, 8 and 14 today, Advance confirmed that the programme is now in full operation, providing free food for every citizen of the new future. What started as rationing during the 20-week war has blossomed into a social contract that is the envy of the unawakened world. Jack Tractorpants, spokesman for the menu centres, said today that while they can guarantee the contents of every box is nutritious, the actual quality of the meals you cook depends on whether you have a touch of Chef Jordan Rankley or the culinary skills of a professional footballer. If I were a rich man, problems in Territories 11, 17 and 22 today as striking bosses attempted to undermine their new economies. With seemingly no awareness of irony, the former CEOs and MDs have come together to form the Wealth Creators Union, with demands including a return to 150% bonuses, private jets and mandatory grovelling zones. In an annoying show of petulance, the former elites drove their luxury vehicles at 10 miles per hour up and down the motorways of their respective territories. The coordinated protest of elites inconvenienced several 100,000 of their employees. Some fun now. Signs of ever more resistance to Advance's radical policies today as popular resistance movement Disrupt extended their reach further across the territories. The organisation's emblem appeared in every major city across the territories last night in a well-coordinated publicity stunt, which has seen them dominate the headlines. While it's beyond debate that Disrupt's membership is growing at a rapid pace, not everyone seems to be as energetic about it as spokesperson Alan James would have us believe. Especially not this resident of Gothenburg Zoo in Territory 6, who seems remarkably unenthused about global politics. 3 of our regular stories reach their natural conclusions tonight. CEO RIP. Sad news today as the remains of missing Sophia Rimington were found this morning at the company's Grizzleford facility. Sophia had become ever more reclusive following the total and utter failure of her pet project. Having flung herself into one of the toxic preparation vats, she was only identifiable by her ears. A spokesman for Rimington's Fist said, "Sophia will remain in our hearts and in the approximately 45,000 flags that rolled off the production line in the last few days." A tragic ending for Sophia Rimington after a turbulent 2.5 years since she took over the company. The miracle of Earth. Wonderful news from the imprisoned intellectuals of Dante's Taint as they announced the world's first subterranean baby was born yesterday. Proud parents Wong and Svolsborg Horgensborg were all smiles as they showed off little Dante. Although authorities admit there is now no way to bring them home, the team say they're happy with their new underground residence. They said, There's always room for a little one in the taint. Johnstown, seen here extolling the virtues of the nutmeg to his congregation of fanatics, former footballer Johnny Handsleeves has shocked the world by rebranding himself as the Right Reverend Holy John Love. The controversial preacher insists his followers make an annual pilgrimage to his bank from their commune in the grounds of his mansion, where daily services mainly involve football chants and bull worship. All that, plus we'll be taking a trip to Dangley Parks for the notice board, as well as getting a sneak peek at the hottest ticket in town. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News. But first, 500 days after the loss of a fine leader and a great man, the start of tonight's programme is dedicated to remembering and celebrating the life of Peter Clement. Patrick Bannon is live from Parliament Park, where Julia Salisbury will be breaking ground on what will soon be a memorial garden in Peter's honour.
For too much long thing to that old bitch, lying through her teeth, that poor bastard.
Patrick.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
We're live.
Because I'm not being funny. Things were better with Peter, weren't they?
Patrick.
They were, and I don't mind saying it. They were, because he held her back. But now there's no stopping her.
Hello, Patrick, we're
Of
live.
course, can't say that, can I, Francis? No, not with public ownership. No, with public ownership, you can't say anything these days.
There.
Now, she's lost it, mate. She's completely off the rocker. I heard from an aide that... Hello, Megan, you join me here live from the what? Oh.
Seems like we've lost some signal there for a moment. Well, we will be going live to that groundbreaking ceremony just as soon as we can get Patrick back. Meanwhile, let me just say, I think the memorial gardens are going to be gorgeous. I've had a sneak peek at the designs and Alana Marsh has done a fabulous job. Oh, OK, all right, it seems like we have got the signal back. We can now go live to Patrick Bannon in Parliament Park. Patrick.
Thank you, Megan. I'm Patrick Bannon, and we are indeed live here. Apologies for the technical difficulties there, but any moment now, Julia Salisbury will step out on stage behind me and dedicate the gardens to a great departed leader, Peter Clement. The crowds have been slowly gathering since this afternoon, and the atmosphere here has been bright and cheerful, despite the sombre occasion. And it seems like the ceremony is getting underway. Here is Prime Minister Julia Salisbury, the picture of elegance, to begin her address.
Good evening, fellow teammates and friends. 500 days ago, all of our lives changed irrevocably. Still reeling from the triumphs and tribulations of Liberation Night, another great loss befell the people of these newly united territories. The loss of a leader, a statesman, a dear friend, and a hero. Peter Gordon Clement.
Peter's death at the age of just 62, of course, announced by the team on the 24th of December, just 6 weeks after Liberation Night.
Born to a working-class family on a housing estate in Rotherham, Peter first trained as a carpenter before getting his start on television, first moving and building scenery, and then developing into the personality that we all knew and loved so much.
Just the Job first hit our screens over 25 years ago, running for 11 series, winning multiple awards, and charming audiences up and down the country.
Peter taught us, all of us, not to be content with the way things are, not to accept inequities, no matter how small. But he also taught us what it took to fight them. Courage, integrity, empathy, and hard, bloody graft.
Across a career spanning 3 decades, Peter Clement was known for shows including Wake Up, It's Saturday, and much later, late night chat show PT, which at its peak drew millions of viewers.
Peter was by no means a saint. Trust me, he once told me he had more regrets than he'd had stolen dinners. He always did have a knack for a turn of phrase. But it speaks to the strength of his character that he chose to share with us his mistakes alongside his achievements, his faults as well as his talents. Peter had the heart to give it all he had for the people of these United Territories.
Famous for his potty mouth, it's estimated conservatively that Peter Clement uttered over 1.5 million swear words during his career, though some sources put this figure well in excess of 2 million F-bombs alone.
Gripped by illness as he was in the weeks and months leading up to Liberation Night, he wasn't the man we loved. But his eyes still twinkled with that familiar joy for life, that spark of wit and wisdom of a life lived for others.
Prime Minister Clement, of course, died from apparent liver failure after suffering from the long-term effects of alcohol abuse.
I first met Peter nearly 20 years ago, moments before I was supposed to give a speech. Not unlike this one, actually. Only I'd spilt coffee all down myself, and I was young, nervous, desperate to be liked, and from behind me I heard, "Christ, pet, you've either pissed your kecks or sprung a leak, but either way you got a problem." And before I could even say a word, he'd stripped off his dry trousers and insisted I took them. That was the sort of man that Peter Clement was. Kind, compassionate, sensitive, a brilliant thinker, a natural leader, but mostly a good man. This glorious nation of ours, so beautiful and new, this shining beacon of justice, equality and humanity is his perfect legacy. But despite his accomplishments, the future he forged, the boundaries he pushed, to me, he'll always be the man in his pants cheering on a stranger at the back of the conference. It is my great honour to give to you the Peter Clement Memorial Garden. Shall we see if we can get a countdown going? Everyone with me? 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm not leaving, I can't!
Oi!
You two, come with me! Don't panic!
You're hurting me!
Well, stop resisting then. Stop resisting and we'll let you up.
Not resisting!
Turn the camera off. National Night News. We have the right to be here. I said turn the fucking camera off. Oh, who the fuck are you?
Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear anything.
Yes, medics are coming. You sit down.
I can't hear you. I'm from the National Nightly News. I need help now.
Salisbury's still here.
We're going to request authorization. Centipedes are requested. Target approaching Songbird.
Target armed.
Target armed.
Look around you!
Fucking
This is what your precious freedom looks like, is it?
Territory 1, rise up! Take to the streets, the time has come! Stop fires! Break windows, draw them out! They can't stop us all! Resist! Distract!
Lower your weapon now!
Centigrade authorization was granted. None. Will you turn that off, please, sir? I said, please turn that off.
Shocking scenes from the capital there, exclusively on the National Nightly News, and our apologies to any of our viewers who might have found this evening's events upsetting. But at the National Nightly News, we believe in bringing you the raw, unedited truth as it happens, and we make no apology for that. We'll update you on the latest from this Disrupt attack later in the programme, but when we come back, it's time for happier pursuits, and you know what that means by now. Don't go away. We'll be back after...
Be a part of something that puts the exclusive into exclusive with this truly limited collection. The Joy of Privilege is the only weekly collectible that isn't afraid to discriminate. Simply send in your birth certificate, a lock of hair and a cassette tape of yourself speaking correctly, and you too could join the privileged few.
Well, things are going pretty well for us. Sales are through the roof. So we thought what better way to celebrate than to go back to where it all started. Unnecessary collections and companion magazines.
Join today and you could receive a private education, an unbearable sense of entitlement, and your own middle initials. And if you call now, you'll also get this overconfidence in your abilities and a bottle of red wine flavoured diazepam. The Joy of Privilege gives you everything you need for an unearned start in life. Use it to land a job, avoid prison, and get favourable health outcomes. Have your secretary's assistant call the housekeeper or have the maid send the boy. You really can't afford to wait, even though you really can afford to wait. The Joy of Privilege. Probably not for you. Pleasure Corps is no longer a corporation, but a large series of small legal entities which all live below the assets and wealth threshold.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, Megan Wolfe. Later tonight, we're going to be meeting three couples who seem to be in perfect harmony. And in just a few minutes' time, we have today's edition of the Notice Board, and I know you're just as excited as I am to see it. But first, we're just going to have a chat. A little chat, because how often do we get to do that, you and I? We'll be chatting to someone really exciting, who helps make this show happen, honestly, and someone who doesn't always get the credit they deserve. And we're gonna...
Who the f*** are you?
Obviously, it's going to be Tommy Harris. Here he is.
All right, Megan.
Tommy,
hi.
so good to see you.
I'm so sorry about that.
About what? I don't know what you mean.
Well, I wasn't here.
Right.
I got lost in the in a corridor.
Oh gosh, it is a maze, our studio, isn't it, Tommy?
Well. Oh, sorry.
No, no.
Oh, no, say no more. Say no more.
Thirsty work, eh, Tom?
Here. Take a look at this.
Oh.
Do you know what this is?
No.
Neither do I.
How's life, Tom?
Oh, awful, yeah, terrible.
Come on now, tell me what you've been up to.
Well, I spent the morning staring at the ceiling, and then I had this photo shoot where I was dressed up like an egg.
Well, they had to dress you up, did they?
And then I wanted to go home and think about death, but I'm contractually obliged to sit here in front of you and do it here.
Yeah, it's got to be hard. Got to be tricky.
They hate me, Megan. Do you know what that's like?
Oh.
Well, probably not.
Tommy, that is not true. Darling, they don't hate you. They love you. You're massive.
Always thought that my life would go like this. You think you're going to keep moving forwards. You think you're going to keep progressing and getting better. You never think you're going to be here. Do you know what it's like to know that you're over the hill? You will.
Right, well, toddle on over and get ready. Thank you. Thanks for chatting with us. Wow. Tommy Harris there, really opening up, and that takes a lot of courage, actually. Now it's time to take a trip down to Dangly Parts, where I'm sure we're about to laugh and learn for tonight's episode of The Notice Board.
What a day! First the tea morning, and now to post this notice. I don't know how I managed to cope with it all. Oh, wait, perhaps I do. Oh, by St. Barnabas, what on earth is all this?
Freeze, dirtbag!
Oh, Laura, it's you. I thought for a moment you were a knife-wielding mugger or stabber.
I'm afraid not. It's just me, a community cohesion officer, responsible for keeping crime at record lows.
Of course, I keep forgetting that thanks to you and your colleagues, violence on our streets is a thing of the past.
What's all this, Vicar?
I know! It's a disgrace. Somebody's defaced our notice board with this assorted construction waste.
We should be good team members and clear it.
I agree.
Careful, Vicar. It looks heavy.
Ha! They don't call me the Right Reverend Ripped for no reason. It's no good.
Looks like all those crucifix glasses were a waste of time.
Maybe you, a young CCO, would be able to move it. Looks like all of those classes were a waste of time.
It's too heavy, even for me, a strong, capable woman. Surely there's no one alive strong enough to lift this.
Did someone call for the best firefighter in town?
Thank you, Captain Evans. You're so much stronger than us.
Especially me, the weak old man.
It's the least I could do for my community.
Unfortunately not. When Ray opened the post office this morning, he found that every single stamp had been pre-licked.
God. Some people have no decency.
Sadly, if we don't catch him before tomorrow morning, we may have to cancel the village fete.
Don't worry, we won't let that up. Will we, Vicar?
No, no. Tell me, Laura, why do they call him the Ferret?
Some say it's because of his sneaky nature, but really it's because whenever he strikes, he always leaves behind the foul stench of urine.
Never fear, officer. We'll catch this pissy nuisance and save the village fete, or my name is not Captain Danger Evans. The community cohesion team are doing their best, but they simply don't have the smarts to solve this mystery. But I know someone who does. Someone who's about to blow this thing wide open. Me! Blackout!
Oh, jeez. Fuck. Ah, it's the morning of the fete now, thanks to theatrical convention.
I sure hope everything goes to plan. Oh, look! There's Mrs. Craven setting up her cake stall.
And look, there's the motorcycle display team setting up for a show that would be too expensive for television.
I'm going to set up the coconut shy. What are you doing, Vicar?
Well, first I'll be running the tombola. Then I'll be selling for money.
Aren't you judging the jams?
Off.
Oh, that sounds like Mrs. Craven. Looks like someone sucked all the jam out of her donuts.
That damn barrack
No!
What are we going to do?
Whatever are we going to do?
All
although I'm very competent, I have no idea how to solve this case.
Well, maybe we should just cancel the thing.
Hold it right there, Bennett!
Me? Have you been drinking from the fire extinguishers again?
Not you! The vicar!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Admit it. You wanted the village fete cancelled so you could have the day off, didn't you?
I already work Sundays. I shouldn't have to work 2 days a week.
But how did you know?
Well, my first clue was the smell. My first clue was the smell. Say it.
No.
Tommy.
Say your line.
You, Jeff Algebra. All of you. And you, Alex Winston. All I wanted to do was spread a bit of happiness and bring a bit of joy into the world, and you've ruined my life!
Shut up, your whinging! Take your head out of your arse and do the line about how you smell of Ah! Oh, Christ!
It was then that I noticed the vicar's tongue was particularly dry. Almost as if he'd been licking thousands of stumps. Or perhaps eating Mrs. Craven's baking. Which led me to my final clue. The vicar says he has
Get him off me! I've worked loads! Christ!
Well, I think it's safe to say that that was the final episode of the notice board. Which is, well, it's a crying shame. Come back after the break when hopefully there won't be an unconscious drunk on my floor. We'll find out after these messages. My name is Katie Brightman. I'm an economist and commentator. You've probably seen me on the news talking about Advance and how progressive their policies are. Well, I was wrong. And I'm here tonight to say I'm sorry and to beg for your forgiveness. My parents are not rich. My mother was a nurse and my father worked in a factory. I was the first member of my family to go to university. But I always envied my friends who had so much more. Over the years, my jealousy grew. So when Advance came to power, I didn't think about the damage they would do. I acted selfishly. I was glad to see the rich punished. I didn't see how backwards Advance were. I didn't understand that rather than tearing down the wealth creators, we should have been helping everyone else to take a seat at their table. Under Advance, the country is poorer. It is poorer in ambition. It is poorer in aspiration. We are infantilized by Advance's naive policies. Policies born from absurd, redistributive fantasies. I have whored myself out to the media to defend the indefensible. I have betrayed my parents. I see that now. Mum, Dad, I'm sorry. Our only hope, the only hope, now lies with Disrupt. Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later in this segment, we're hoping to be able to go back to Patrick Bannon at the scene of tonight's shocking Disrupt attack. But first, I'm delighted to be joined by the cast of the smash hit musical everyone is talking about. I'll be speaking with the cast in a moment, but first, let's take a look at them in action. Please give a warm National Nightly welcome to the Novaries.
The Novaries.
Hello? Doctor? Yes, I see. Thank you for letting me know. I have a decent life. I'm a happy, loving wife. And my job is well paid and fulfilling. I have a husband, John. He's due home soon, won't be long. And I have to tell him something that is absolutely chilling. We share coffee in the morning and we make love every day. We take time alone together to talk and laugh and play. We prioritize our needs. We do charitable deeds. But the flowers of a happy life are now beset by weeds.
I'm home.
Oh, darling John.
Oh, dearest John.
There's something very wrong. I've just had a conversation with our Dr. David Wong, so please be seated. This news will make you feel defeated. The scans revealed a lump.
You poor unlucky chump. Is it cancer?
Worse, so John, we're having a baby.
How can this be?
Oh, woe is me.
Why has this happened to me? I always wear 2 condoms for the maximum of
Safety in our tiny flat. We built a peaceful habitat. Now our lives we're having a baby. Now you can't have any wine at book club.
And there won't be any time for foot rubs.
Now your hair will stink of weed.
And you'll start to disagree.
And forget about that holiday in Territory 3.
No more waking up at 10:30.
In fact, you're never going to get a good night's sleep again.
No more snap decisions to go on to a club.
You'll be lucky if you even make it out to the pub. Why can't we be more like our gay and lesbian chums?
The only glue they have to deal with comes from personal bums.
Now when I take a sick day at home,
The parasite won't leave you alone.
how he's grown!
We're our top priority.
I look after you, and you look after me. Ain't no trouble and strife. We got a childless life. No one wails and no one walls. No one draws things on the walls.
A happy husband.
A wonderful wife. We got a childless life. We're having a baby. We're having a baby. Changing nappies daily. We're having a baby. No more weekends by the coast. Now your kid is uppermost. It's more than a passing craze to have childless days.
We're having a baby.
Food and drink thrown everywhere. Death trap toys at the top of the stairs. Every parent prays to have childless days.
We're having a baby.
No more stars and no more. We're having a baby. 18 years on bills and leaves. Time for a whole new phase.
We're having a baby.
One more thing before the show begins. Have you considered that you might be having twins? No!
Amazing. The Novaries there, treating us to their opening number from Elegy for a Childless Life, which is currently the hottest ticket in the capital theatre district and will be touring the territories later this year.
Right then, come on you lot, come on down, let's go, don't be shy.
Hello. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
It's an honour to be here.
Oh really, are you fans of the show?
Yes.
Used to be. Well, listen, let's get stuck in. Your amazing musical. Now, I mean, not only do you perform this show every single night...
With matinees on Wednesday and Saturday.
Right, but you're also the show's creators, am I right?
Well, everyone contributed their ideas, and then some of us went away and did the actual work on the script. But no, it's very much a team effort.
Oh, that's fantastic. How rude of me. I've not introduced any of you. I'll be the one being replaced next. Let's go down the line, shall we?
Hi, I'm Jack.
Jim Blunt. Pleasure to be here.
Jennifer Boreham Woodley.
Hello, I'm John Satley. Used to be in the business professionally.
My name's Jill, with a J.
And I'm Janet. I'm the youngest.
That's incredible. And you were all friends previously. I mean, what a coincidence, right? With your names beginning with a J.
Oh my goodness, guys! Our names all begin with J.
How have we never noticed that?
Because you haven't typed them out 1,000 times, maybe?
You knew? Why didn't you say anything?
I thought we all knew. It's bloody obvious, isn't it? I just thought we were doing a funny thing where we never mentioned it.
And I believe as well as being friends, you're also couples, you know, in real life as well as in the show.
Well, not exactly.
No. I'm not married to him. I'm with Janet.
And I'm with John, you lucky bean.
Jim and I are married.
4 fabulous years.
Well, that must make for some confusion in the rehearsal room.
Well, you should have seen the first draft. Jen decided that Jack would play Jim, I would play Jack, Jen Janet, Jill Jen, Janet Jill.
What about John?
Well, my character was originally just called Man 1.
It was allegorical.
It was very confusing.
Not for a professional.
After much toing and froing.
And gnashing and wailing.
And gin and tonic.
We decided that we'd just use our own names, which is less truthful.
We're also less likely to go into the wrong dressing rooms.
Oh, God, yeah, that would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it?
Of course, when I first wrote it, we were only meant to run for a few nights at the Mimbley Village Hall, but when I registered it with the Department for Culture, it caught the eye of someone high up, and before you could say overnight sensation, we were transferring to the capital.
It's all been a bit of a roller coaster, really. I'm only 19. I'm the youngest.
You really don't have to repeat that.
I had to give up my job as a mortuary technician.
Well, yes, we all had to move to the capital.
I love that job.
It's been a very turbulent time.
So peaceful, no singing.
This piece isn't political, is it?
No, absolutely not. It's about children and why you shouldn't have them.
In a way, I guess it is political, with a small p. After all, we are a solid unit, and eagle-eyed audience members will see we nod our heads to advance on stage throughout, and we target the messaging at women aged 22, well, about 35, as they're the most likely to be afflicted by this terrible problem.
Terrible problem.
Having children.
Well, you understand, Megan.
You clearly agree.
Wow, this isn't about me.
Of course, we see that there are advantages to a family unit, but eagle-eyed couples watch as the little parasites advance on their lives, and there's no time to play the guitar, get through a book, or watch a movie. They're exhausted, passed out on the couch by 20 to 9, for God's sake.
You're very chatty tonight, dear.
Usually I'm the chatty one, because...
You're the youngest, we know. It's not a badge of honour, Janet.
Janet, please, Jennifer.
Oh, well said, John.
Thanks, Jack. Got you back.
So, could you just tell us what is the play about? What happens in it?
Well,
go ahead.
It's a tragedy, obviously. Jennifer, myself, and John have their child, and then the story charts the downfall of their hopes and dreams.
And there's lots of singing.
And dancing.
A lot.
My character works at a menu centre for a distribution unit. Eagle-eyed, she sees her friend's rapid advance to a pit of despair. Becoming a target for children's TV advertising at the age of 22, she decides to take drastic action. I can't really say more, though. I probably said too much already.
Let's not spoil the second act for anyone who might come to see it.
Which should be all of you. For too long, we've been told that a life without children is somehow incomplete, that children are a blessing.
Well, I've done the research and they're not. Besides, there's already loads of running around all over the place, so...
We just want people to have the option of a happy, child-free life without stigma. You know, when I was 14, before I had come out, I had an experience with a girl called Julia Jacobs. She was an experiment, I guess, you know, a chance to dip my toes into the...
Fascinating. Well, thank you all so much for coming in tonight. I really hope you keep them dancing in the aisles for many performances to come. The Nova is there. And I am pleased to say we can now go back to Patrick Bannon to get the latest from the scene of tonight's horrific events. Patrick, are you okay?
Thank you, Megan. This is Patrick Bannon reporting from the scene of tonight's devastating and symbolic attack this evening. An attack which I myself have found myself caught up in. I'm still a little dazed and a little deaf, Megan. So I hope you'll forgive me if I seem that it's time to speak with the Prime Minister. Mrs. Salisbury, that's you. You're still here. The Prime Minister.
I couldn't leave, not when there were people that needed help. Any team player would have done the same. I don't deserve praise for being human.
Yes, no accolades here. Or Palisades. Or lemonade. Right. So, is the situation now, are we safe?
Yes, the security services performed their duties without hesitation, and I would like to assure the public that although there have been some injuries, there were no civilian deaths here this evening.
Oh, that's good news about the Sorry, did you say no deaths?
That's right, no civilian deaths. Just the 4 disrupt terrorists curtailed by law enforcement, who were, as always, so cohesive. If I may, I have a message for your viewers.
Of course, the camera, speak there, on the camera there.
Stay at home tonight. Do not become another casualty of war. Disrupt have had their moment, but as the dear departed Peter Clements once famously said, it ends today.
Thank you, Prime Minister, for those strong words of strength. Back to the studio. Megan, now in the studio with Megan Wolf now.
Patrick Bannon there, bravely reporting from the front line of tonight's horrifying bombing. Maybe you need to get checked out, Patrick. Well, that brings us to the end of tonight's National Nightly News. But before we go, one final thought. Throughout the programme tonight, we've been receiving reports of disrupt activities throughout the territories. Through a series of coordinated attacks, these terrorists are attempting to undermine Advance's vital work. However, sources at team headquarters have told us that this flaccid revolution was not only predicted, but allowed to happen. Our government have lured Disrupt out from the shadows, and they are not the overwhelming force they would have you believe. The military have been actioned, and, well, it's pretty scary out there tonight, so stay at home and stay with Channel 1. Because the team has assured this programme that the turbulence will soon be over and we can once again focus our minds on building the new future with equality, fairness and resources for all. My name is Megan Wolf. Let's make tomorrow better.
It's Crazy Neil with a 25 years of crazy success deal. Mrs. Neil loves money. What do you love?
I love money.
Here, buy yourself something nice. Buy yourself something twice as nice. Buy yourself something thrice as nice. Get yourself down and take some money from Crazy Neil. Pamper yourself and spend, spend, spend. Mrs. Neil, come on in. Tell them about our thrones.
Got big thrones.
Big thrones for big butts. Here, have some money. And the more you spend, the more you save. We've got bigger thrones. Mansion thrones. Thrones you can throw at stones. Stones as big as thrones. What do we got?
Thrones.
We got tons of thrones. We got thrones to put in your hallway, to put in your stowaway, to put in your doorway. What do we got?
Oh, doorways.
No, thrones.
Thrones.
Thrones. We've got all sorts of crazy stuff to bling your experience. You want it in gold? We've got it in gold. We've got gold-plated strawberries, gold-plated bikes, gold-plated cars, gold-plated helicopter, gold-plated jet plane. We've got gold-plated gold. We gold-plated, we melt it back down, we gold-plated again. Gold, gold, gold. Mrs. Neil, what can we give them?
Gold.
Yeah, she loves gold. She likes the feel of gold. She likes the taste of gold. So come on down and feel the gold. You might be taking a moment in the bedroom and having some intimate family time. We've got goat sheets. What else we got?
Oh, we got a chaise long.
She likes it long. I give it to her long. Yeah! Mrs. Neal, come and take this away and spend it.
I can manage that.
25 years in the biz and it hasn't been better. Come on down, because the missus needs new knackers.